Welcome to the Everything Podcast, and in this episode, I'm going to be discussing the trailer for the audio novellas The Time Splitters and Dimension 13, which releases in January 2026. I'm recording this episode on the 10th of December 2025. So, without further ado, let's get on with the episodes. Yeah, I'll be showing you the trailer for the audio novellas The Time Splitters and Dimension 13. But before I do that, got the information that we know so far about it. So it will be released in January 2026 and has been written by Colin Brake and David Llewellyn. And here are the synopsises. Spinning off from the popular Doctor Who the audio novels range comes the audio novellas, an original series of shorter-length audiobook adventures featuring doctors and companions from across the TV show's long history. So the first story in this set, The Time Splitters by Colin Brake, narrated by Peter Purves, has the following synopsis. A TARDIS materialisation accident at the Lunar University causes Stephen to be separated from Dodo and the Doctor. Stephen is now 8 years in their future, and the university is mysteriously abandoned as he tries to survive the threat stalking the corridors. Can the Doctor ever find him again? We also have Dimension 13, written by David Llewellyn, narrated by John Coleshaw, with the following synopsis. The Doctor, Liz and the Brigadier investigate disappearances and strange time phenomena at Shackleton Base in Antarctica, but when the Doctor discovers the source of the temporal problems, he realises the only solution might be the ultimate sacrifice. This set was recorded on the 23rd of July and the 7th of August 2020 is what it says. I don't know if that's right. Recorded at LA Productions. That's what it says. It feels a long time ago, but that's what it says. That might be right or wrong. Producer David Richardson said, "We loved working on the audio novels for the last 4 years, and long may they continue. There's also room for short stories too, and that's where the audio novellas come in. 2-hour narrated tales read by Doctor Who legends. This duo of adventures takes in the Moon service in the distant future and an earthbound tale for the exiled Third Doctor and his unique colleagues. They're filled to the brim with imagination and thrill." Script editor Roland Moore added, "This range is great because it gives so much flexibility. We give fully immersive Doctor Who adventures with effects and music as if it was a full cast recording, but with a singular performer. And so we can go to any year of the show and produce shorter length adventures, stuff that may be difficult to place in a range otherwise, and they're all ready to download." Production credits. So the cover art was done by Tom Webster. The executive producers are Jason Hay Gallery and Nicholas Briggs. The music is by Richard Fox, Fox Jason Studios, narrated by Peter Purves and John Coleshaw. The producer is David Richardson. The script editor is Roland Moore. The sound design, was once again by Richard Fox, written by Colin Brake and David Llewellyn, and the senior producer was John Ainsworth. I should mention that each of the stories are about 2 hours long. Without further ado, here is the trailer for the audio novels The Time Splitters and Dimension 13.
From Big Finish Productions, the Doctor Who audio novellas, The Time Splitters.
Have we landed? Asked Stephen.
You wanted a takeaway?
Yes, said the Doctor. And, also, no. Dodo and Stephen exchanged confused looks. It wasn't like the Doctor to talk in riddles. "What do you mean?" said Dodo. "I mean exactly what I said, of course. We appear to have latched onto a landing spot in one dimension, that of space, but we've yet to lock onto the temporal plane," explained the Doctor. "The what plane?" "Time," Stephen answered Dodo helpfully. "The Doctor's saying we've not fixed on a specific time in which to materialize. Isn't that right?" Yes, my boy, quite right. And quite impossible."
Dimension 13.
"Of course," he said. "You know what this is, don't you?" Liz shook her head. "You'll have to tell me." "Think," said the Doctor. "Why would I bring a device that measures the influence of multiple dimensions?" "Because," she began. She paused. Her eyes grew wide. Her mouth fell open. "Dimensional anomalies." "None of this is real. Save yourselves. It is coming.
Big Finish, for the love of stories.
That was the trailer for the audio novellas The Time Splitters and Dimension 13, which releases in January 2026, so only a couple of weeks away now. So that trailer, yeah, is interesting. Obviously, more audiobook than a full cast audio, as you can tell there, but looking forward to listening to both of those. Yeah, I don't tend to listen to the audio novels because they're like 6 hours long, and I don't particularly have that kind of time. So yeah, but let me know in the comments below what you thought of the trailer for the audio novellas, the Time Splitters and Dimension 13, as well if you're planning to listen to it when it is released in January 2026. Without further ado, remember you can also like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you in a future episode of the podcast. See you then. Goodbye.